Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Q&A Sunday. I'm Rich Dallas with Berkshire Hathaway, the Dallas-Fincham team, and on today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about showings. The first question we're going to answer is, how long do showings last? Second one is, what do I do if we have last minute appointments or last minute cancellations? And number three, then this is the most important one, so stay tuned to the answer to this one. What should I do if a buyer knocks on my house and I'm home? Okay, let's jump right in. Number one, how long do showings last? We actually had this question come up twice this week, once from a seller, once from a buyer. On the buyer side, they were trying to figure out how many houses can we look at before my kid expires? So they have a baby, they wanted to know, are we gonna be out for 2 hours? Are we gonna be out for an hour? Are we gonna be out for 5? And so they asked how long it takes to see a house. Well, that depends. As a buyer, you get to make that decision. If you walk in and you're 30 seconds into the house and you're like, nope, not for me, walk out. Don't waste your time walking around a house that you don't like. Now, if you like it and you don't feel like you have enough time in it, let's schedule another time to get you back inside. We can absolutely do that. Now, on the seller side, what we typically see here in Pittsburgh is about showings lasting anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. If they go over that, it's absolutely possible. And like I said, if they don't like the house, it could be shorter than that. But typically speaking, if I tell you someone's going to show your house at 5 p.m., you're going to want to be out of your house by 4:45, and you're probably not going to want to come back until about 5:45. And that would just be a general rule of thumb, just to make sure. And what we tell sellers all the time is, if you drive back to your house and you see a car in your driveway that you don't recognize, keep driving. That's pretty simple. But that is about how long showings last. Now, if you want to get a little deeper into that, you can take as long as you want to show a house. Just be respectful for everyone's time, whether it be the agent, the seller, and even your family, because they might not be into the house as much as you are. Second one, last minute appointments. Do I have to accommodate a last minute appointment? That's what my sellers ask. And cancellations. Sometimes we're going to get cancellations and it's going to be beyond our control. So let's talk about the first one, last minute appointments. If you can accommodate a last minute appointment, please, I applaud you. Thank you. That is fantastic. But if I call you and say, hey, someone's on the block and they would like to come and see your house in 15 seconds, I'm not going to be mad at you if you say no. Now, if you can accommodate it, again, awesome. If you can't, we'll try to get them to reschedule. Now, last minute cancellations. This is kind of on the buyer side. So if I'm out showing 15 houses and my client eliminates one of the houses, we may have to cancel on the last agent or two because they figured out that they don't like a certain type of house, or they've ruled out this neighborhood, or whatever the case may be. Please, agents, if you're watching, don't hold the other agent accountable. Don't act like it's our fault that your house got eliminated. It's our buyer who did it, not us. Just had this happen this week. The agent yelled at me. If that agent's watching, again, I said I was sorry that I had to cancel last minute. We understand, and we have a family. They had family. Everybody was displaced. We understand that. But last minute appointments, if you can accommodate them, do it. Last minute cancellations, if you can avoid it, avoid it. Plain and simple, pretty easy. And the last one, this is the most important one, so I hope you're still watching. Should I open the door if a buyer knocks on it? 100%, absolutely no. That's red flashing, holy cow, like no. You do not want to open up the door. If somebody knocks on the door, you don't know who it is, and you answer it because you're respectful, or they see you in the window and you're like, hey, how's it going? then obviously what you want to say is, thank you for stopping by. My agent would be more than happy to set up a time for you to come back and actually look at the house. Do not let them in, because you do not want to get yourself into an uncomfortable situation. There is a reason why Criminal Minds, Law and Order, and CSI, all those shows have done episodes on realtors and or sellers getting abducted in their homes. It's just not good. Don't do it. Make sure that you just say, hey, call my agent. If they have an agent, have them call their agent, and then we'll get them in there at the appropriate time with the appropriate steps, because you don't want to put yourself in a sticky situation where you're not comfortable. So absolutely don't show your house on your own. So now, if you're a buyer and there's a for sale by owner sign, you absolutely can go knock on that door. That's your invitation. That's what they're expecting. That's what they're hoping. But again, if you're a for sale by owner and you're listening to this, call me, because you don't want that, because it's weird. Nobody wants the seller to be home while you're showing the house, because as a buyer, you're not going to be able to speak freely and say, oh my gosh, look at this kitchen. It's awful. If the seller's standing there and saying, I installed that kitchen 45 years ago when I was 14 years old and I love it. It just makes it uncomfortable. So again, the 3 questions real quick, recap for Q&A Sunday this week. How long do showings last? Typically 15 to 20, maybe 30 minutes. Should I make last minute appointments? Do I have to accommodate last minute appointments? No. You get that one? And do I ever answer the door when somebody knocks on it? 100% no, do not let them in. You can answer the door, just don't let them in. All right, that was Q&A Sunday for this week. If you have a question that you want on a future episode, reach out to me, reach out to somebody on the team, put it in the comments below. My number is 412-965-6387. I look forward to hearing from you and answering any questions you have in the future. Until next time, have a great week. Talk to you soon.